Well. Item songs were very much in vogue in the 1980s, but after a lot of new wave directors came into the picture, the trend slowly went away with female empowerment and also maybe cost cutting as well. Heroines themselves were starting to wear more glamorous dresses and so on. So eventually, the stars who specialize in item dances, like Helen back in the day in the Hindi film industry, they had become like a rare species. Of course, superstar Rajini is also famous for his pairings with certain hot item dance girls until there were rumors of affairs and so on. One such hot girl back in the day was Silk Smita. Now fans of Hollywood know that all many young men, not only the older generation but even the Gen Z kids, still have a soft spot for Silk Smita, as we saw recently uh, in the film called Mark Anthony, if I'm not mistaken. In that film, they gave that retro feel of S.J. Surya in the bus, and when he encounters Silk Smita and he could not control himself as a so-called disciplined gangster. So yes, the spirit of item girls never went away, and now with the recent mega blockbuster hits of some Telugu films like Pushpa, a bit what's the girl's name? Yep, Samantha, right? Very well done choreography with Allu Arjun. Very, how to say, it's like Telugu cinema has really mastered the art of commercial filmmaking nowadays. So, very beautifully done song. Oh Antava Mama, I think the name of the song. Um, I think in Tamil it goes something like "Oh Solriya Mama" or something like that. But anyway, I think many of those who were in that era will not forget how to say this song "Adukku Mallige." Very beautiful composition by Ilayaraja. With Rajini and Silk Smita doing the dancing in the film Tangamagan. Most of the songs are pretty good, and the disco song also I think is if I'm not mistaken from this film Tangamagan that they used in the initial promo of Coolie. Coolie started off well enough. The promotions, they had this beautiful black and white harbor scene where they highlighted the gold colors, and Rajini would enter talk about the dialogue that he uttered in a film many years back, and it was very cool. I think for good or for worse, or for better or for worse, many of the new age directors, they seem to do well in taking inspiration or showing references from past movies and past music of the stars like Adik Ravichandran, what he did with Ajit in GBO, Good Bad Ugly. So I think Loki wanted to heavily do that, but after protest by Raja over the use of the song and kind of general negative criticism, even from people like Gange Amaran and all, questioning why the new age so-called artists are so having such a lack of originality, so this hits Anirudh as well, because he also likes to sort of take songs from older songs or remix songs and all these kind of things. So I mean, that's a whole different topic. So back to the item girl songs. So with that trend of Pushpa and those things happening going on, and when Nelson and Rajini combined in Jailer, it was part of the story too. So Nelson decided to bring in Tamana for kind of a dance, and she did very well. Anirudh did quite well with the music. It was very, like a lot of tribal music components and flutes, and the way Nelson picturized the whole event is very rich. It's done on a stage, but you can see how nicely they did the mock-up of the aeroplane, and then all these nice tribal dances, very colorful, very pleasant to watch, and nice simple tune of music. So it really caught on. It became viral, in other words. So the euphoria fans felt when Jailer promos and songs came out, especially Kavala. There's a different level of crazy. Kavala caused a lot of attraction to those who are not fans of Rajini, or even worldwide audience who don't know much about Hollywood. Right, it's just a generally nice song to watch and dance to. And when Hukum came out, that became like an anthem for Rajini fans. If Kavala was for general fans, and whereas Hukum was for the Rajini fans, core fans. So that film's music satisfied all segments, and even the lyricist for Hukum Super Subu was a Rajini fan. I don't know whether he worked in Coolie as well or not. So with that being super duper success, so it seems like Lokesh Kanagaraj, I'm not sure how much he's doing what he wants, although he claimed that This time he told producers Sun Pictures that he should not be pressurized to finalize a release date before he's ready, and a lot of leeway was given to him to do it the way he wants. But he himself in an interview said that after the first 2 months of the original story that both Rajini and Loki was excited about, for some reason he felt not so excited after that, and he decided to change the story. So that caused the rumors to come out that again Coolie is now becoming an LCU film and all these kind of things. But also you wonder whether Rajini's subsequent average grossing veteran film and Lal Salam contributed to reduction in budget and project being made in a smaller scale without IMAX cameras, and cinematography was changed from Manoj Paramahamsa to Girish Gangadharan. Okay, all these are so-called conspiracy theories. So with all these things going on, maybe Loki was under some kind of pressure to deliver commercial hit, limited budget, and bring in the money. Alright. So if this Coolie does well, it's possible that they will postpone that original script both of them had to a second film. If you see some of the projects Rajini directed, the first one is more conventional, like with director Shankar and Rajini when they combined Sivaji, it was more typical commercial kind of a setup. But later on, they explored more interesting concepts in Indian and so on. Once they were more comfortable with each other, the budget also could go up because they were a successful pair in the first outing. So maybe that's a strategy they're using now. Loki's, that's why everybody is asking how come there's an item song in Loki's movies, right? So maybe he's trying to just mimic what worked in the past with all these Telugu blockbusters, and also what happened in Jailer, where having that item songs really catapulted the movie and excited the audience. But when we see the colorful, as I said, the tribal music, the colorful, very nicely done set, the very intricate dancings of Kavala, where they did show Rajini a bit towards the end, a decent amount, I would say. What's sort of disappointing to fans of Coolie's song is that it's just one girl, all are guys, and all are wearing very pretty drab clothing. It's like, it looks relatively dull. It's not as colorful and beautiful as Kavala was. Of course, the story dictates how the song is done as well, so we have to look at that context. But just comparing both of them side by side, it seems this is much the movement itself is much more simpler by Pooja Hegde. It seems a bit weird wearing an evening dress and suddenly dancing between all these people wearing workwear and so on. So something is a bit off there. Some people are having conspiracy theories that Loki is not actually, this song that they're showing to the public is not the actual how it will appear in the movie. But to me, I just think people are having unreal hopes. I think it most likely should be the same, unless Loki wants to surprise fans by having Rajini, Nagarjuna, all of them in the movie version of the song. So that is one possibility still, and in that sense it will be fair only to compare that song with Kavala once the actual movie of Coolie is out. But judging from what we are seeing now, music wise it is okay, it's not bad. But music, if you compare to Kavala's music itself was a few steps higher. The dance movements was better, the costumes were better, the whole setup was better. I think the Coolie team could have done still a better job. Maybe even give her like a dress that makes it easier for her to move. This kind of evening dress, I don't think it's that easy for her to do good dance movements. Maybe you can put a few more girls there to make balance the things out and all that. Someone said it's some kind of a marriage song, a marriage on a ship, and then this dance happened. So maybe there are parts of songs that appear in a movie in a different way. So having said all these things, what do you guys think about this Kavala song in Jailer versus this Monica song in Coolie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Which one is better? Do share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.